And in studio this morning, so excited because we get to break away from fire coverage for just a couple of minutes here and think about something very cool. We have Jenn from COC today. Good morning, Jenn. How are you?
Good morning. Thank you.
So I hope I say your last name correctly. Let me try it.
Sure.
It's a little game for me.
Sounds good.
Jenn Smolos?
Yes, that's great.
Oh, I win. Jenn Smolos, PhD, and Dean from COC. We've got the real deal in here today. What? You are talking about the upcoming acts at the Performing Arts Center. Oh, this is fun. Let's get into it. We have a whole bunch of artists coming this season. I did hear the commercial, so I kind of know who we're going to talk about. Let's get started. Who do you want to start with first?
Great. Well, thank you. We're going to kick off our season on Saturday, September 17th with Weird Al Yankovic.
I love him.
It's almost completely sold out. So if you're interested in attending that performance, there are VIP tickets still available.
Can we just do, Jenn, eat it, eat it?
Yes,
Can we just do that?
It's the first time that Weird Al has been in our venue. It's the fastest selling event we've had in the 18-year history of the PAX.
And rightfully so. Come on, it's Weird Al.
Exactly.
Okay.
And everybody's excited to come back post-pandemic. So we're delighted to be kicking off our season with Weird Al.
Excellent.
Just about a month. And then we follow that up on October 1st with the Doo-Wop Project. And I'll share a little bit more about them maybe a little bit later. And then on November 4th, we have Revisiting Creedence. And then in the
Wait, we got to stop. Revisiting Creedence. Is this maybe a cover band for Creedence Clearwater?
So it's a great question. It's actually members who toured with Stu Cook and other members of the original CCR. And so it's the next generation. They actually toured with the original band for about 10 years. And now they're the next iteration. They're the only fully licensed entity that's allowed to take the CCR tradition on into the future.
Now,
so
Jenn, I know let's stop down here for a
Sure.
second because, I'm going to put my 2 cents in because seeing this, the name of the band now, I guess, is called Revisiting Creedence.
Yep.
So when I see something like that, a lot of cover bands have like these offshoots of the original band. Mm-hmm. I don't like this name, Jenn, because you're telling me it's much more exciting than I thought it was going to be when we have OG members who are in this band and like next generation.
Right.
It's better than it's no offense to cover bands. Some are great.
Right.
But this is just more exciting because it's OG members.
Absolutely, and it's a great point because with cover bands, you never quite know what the quality of the artist and the vocalism is going to be and the overall musicianship skills. So I think you make a terrific point that this entity of Revisiting Creedence is the licensed authorized.
Is the license. Yeah. Give me their number. I got to talk to them.
Okay. So I'll set you up with the agent.
Set me up with them. Okay, so let's talk about the Doo-Wop Project.
Sure.
What's up with that?
So the Doo-Wop Project, if you love Broadway, if you love theater, if you love 50s, 60s music, if you love music, full stop, this is going to be a dynamite show. So all of the cast members are former members of the Broadway or national tour productions of Motown the Musical or Jersey Boys. So in the style of the Drifters, in the style of Jersey Boys, Frankie Valli.
Those harmonies.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Those tight harmonies. They have a beautiful instrumental setup backing them and accompanying. And they also take songs, Maroon 5 songs, Jason Mraz songs, contemporary music, and reorchestrate and put it in that doo-wop era sound. So
and do the harmonies.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
They are awesome.
That sounds amazing.
Yep.
That sounds amazing. And that comes in, that's the first show. Is
that
the first show?
after Weird Al.
After
so
Weird
that's
Al.
Saturday, October 1st, and then Revisiting Creedence that we just talked about, Friday, November 4th.
Great. Okay. How did you select the artists for the season? Do we have, because it's a huge, we can go into for even
Spring
further.
Too. Mm-hmm.
What else is happening after Weird Al, Doo-Wop, and Creedence?
Revisiting Creedence. And then in the new year, on January 13th, we have Richard Marx coming in, which I saw Richard Marx when I was a kid at our local, he's amazing.
Still, because can we just talk a second about how he still looks the same? What is going on right now with our life? He was huge in the 80s, and he still looks and sounds the same. What? He
does. He looks the same. He sounds the same. He's awesome. He's, incredibly well preserved. So Richard Marx
still.
Yes, absolutely. And those tickets are selling very quickly. So if we're interested in Richard Marx, please be sure to get your tickets. So Friday, January 13th. And then moving into the month of February, we have an amazing group by the name of Naturally Seven. They toured with Michael Bublé and opened for Phil Collins. I saw them at Madison Square Garden about 15 years ago.
What kind of music?
And they are, one might say, an a cappella group, but they're so much more. They're actually vocal synthesis campus creators. And so I remember hearing In the Air Tonight, their cover of In the Air Tonight, thinking that there was a full drum kit and percussion set behind them. It's just their voices. They're able to actually
so
create.
So they do the bump, 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 bump. That.
They do. And the guitar and all the other instrumentation, they are outstanding.
How
We're lucky
fun.
to have them in Santa Clarita. So they're
How
coming
fun.
up on February 10th, and they're also doing a master class with our students in the School of Visual and Performing Arts.
Oh,
really
okay.
exciting.
They're very lucky. Whoever gets to take the master class.
Exactly.
And then what? Anything else past that?
Yes, 3 more shows actually in April. April 1st, we have John Cicada coming in.
Full on 80s. On 80s. Used to love John Cicada. Has a really unique sound.
Mm-hmm.
Was huge back in the 80s. Had some big hits.
Yes.
John
Just
Cicada.
Another Day, Angel. Yes, absolutely. In 2 languages, right? He sings both in English and Spanish, beautifully. So we're excited to have him. He will also be presenting a master class with our students in the commercial music program.
Perhaps I should enroll because I feel like I'm missing out on these master classes. Okay. And what else is happening?
And then 2 more in May. We have a family-friendly show to bring kids of all ages, our Stunt Dog Experience, which we're bringing back from 2020. We have 2 shows on May 21st, 3 p.m. and 7 p.m., Stunt Dogs. And then finally, we close out the season with Lisa Loeb on June 3rd.
Fantastic. That's the way you close out a season. Close out a season. Fantastic. What an amazing lineup, Jen. This is just so great. Let me ask you some logistics questions, okay? Do we reserve tickets? Do we buy them? How do we go about? Because you just named like 5 things that I want to see. So how do I do this?
Fantastic. So you can visit our website, pac.canyons.edu, or you can call our box office at 661-362-5304.
I can call the box office? That is old school. I don't even know if I can make calls on my phone. Do I actually talk to people on my phone?
I think it still functions that way, although we don't use it that way. And our box office manager, Will Murphy, will be happy to take care of you.
Fantastic. And now, is there anything else we need to know before we buy these tickets? Do you have any restrictions as far as like pandemic stuff? Do we have to wear masks? Do we need to be vaccinated? What's the scoop on that?
Great question. Right now, we do not. I say right now because, as we know, over the last few years, it's an ever-changing landscape. But right now, we're fortunate to not have mask or COVID-19 requirements. So we'll keep you posted on our website if that should change. But we're optimistic that we will have a full season without those restrictions.
Now, I just recently went to a couple of concerts, not at COC, but I went to a couple of concerts, and through Ticketmaster, they would alert me. Elton John did have a vaccination requirement.
Yep.
And so but they gave me an alert, like, reminder, you need to be able to show proof of this. Then I went to another one the other night. Rick Springfield did not. And they reminded us of that too. Like, we're free to go, as come and go as we please. Do you have anything like that, or like when you buy the ticket, or?
We do, absolutely. All that information is on our website, and also should there be a requirement for masking or COVID-19 vaccination or negative tests provided, we do ask that patrons, as they buy tickets, check off a box. And our patron manager, Will Murphy, is wonderful at communicating with ticket holders and future ticket buyers to be able to ensure that everybody is aware of what the changing landscape entails.
Fantastic. Because, I think what happens here, and thanks to Will, his name is Will, right?
Yep.
Thank you, Will. I think what happens is, if we're prepared, like if we know what's expected of us, changes everything. But if we go thinking, oh, we don't need a mask, and then we've got to find one last minute or something like that, it kind of changes the experience and kind of puts a damper on stuff. But if we know in the back of our head what's expected, we're cool to go, right?
Definitely. Communication is key. Yep.
Absolutely. Jen, it has been an absolute pleasure. I can't wait to see some of these shows. I mean, beyond fantastic lineup. Did you do this? Who does this?
Yeah, well, we have a great team at COC and the Performing Arts Center. We all work together to figure out who might really engage the community. How can we connect our students to educational opportunities with the artists that we bring into the PAC? So it's definitely a collective effort, and it's a pleasure to then talk to our agents at William Morris, CAA, Gersh, and be able to book this exciting lineup.
You can connect me to Richard Marks at any point in time.
Will do.
I'll give you a phone number, Jen.
Great.
But seriously, Weird Al, come on. Weird Al starting things out. That is going to be so much fun. And the stunt dogs. Who doesn't like a stunt dog?
They're great, and they are all rescue dogs, which is also
exciting.
On.
Yeah, now we're tearing up. We're tearing up, Jen. The rainbow of emotions with Jen at COC. So wonderful to have you. Jenn Smolos, PhD, and Dean. We got the real thing this morning here at KHTS. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful weekend. Long weekend.
Thank you. You too.